Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos desde Medellín y hoy um, vamos a practicar un técnico para avanzar, vamos a aprender aprendimiento de lengua. Dice en inglés shadowing. Eso es para escuchar a alguien que estás leyendo o hablando y básicamente en el mismo tiempo escuchar y repetir en voz alta directamente las palabras cuando tú escuches. Eso es para practicar y tiene un mejor sentir del ritmo y las palabras que nosotros necesito empezar en la oración normal. So, espero verdad, ¿no? Vamos a probar esta. So we're going to do shadowing today. So shadowing is, well, it's a language learning technique where you repeat an audio just after you hear it. So literally you're acting like an echo or a shadow. So you listen to the words and you say them back out loud. So the idea with this, and perhaps some of you have used this already with some of the other audio or readings I've been doing on this channel, I'm going to read you a text. This is something I was reading today on the urban development of Medellin. A very recent article, was written late part of last year. I'm going to read you a part of that. The idea with this is, as well as listening to how I'm reading this, is to basically copy with me, it's like read along with me by copying me as I'm saying it, so but you're just a couple of seconds behind me, basically acting as like my shadow, my echo. Now I'm not going to write all the whole text up here on the board because I wouldn't fit the thing in, you wouldn't be able to read it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the link to this page that I found online in the description, so if you like to later on you can look this up and maybe use that if that's going to help you to read along as I go. So I'm just going to read the whole article through. Maybe not, well, this is quite a big article, but I'll read the first sort of page of it, see what you think. And remember, the idea, we're going to try this as shadowing, is listen to as I'm speaking, and just try and speak out loud with me, but just behind where I am, and see if you can copy effectively the rhythm or the intonation of how I'm reading this. Listen for where I'm pausing, which words I'm putting emphasis on. And the idea, this gives you a better sense of how normal English is spoken, because the trick to this is to get not so much a copy of the accent, but a copy of the rhythm and emphasis of the speech. If we can get to that, we will sound more like a native speaker, because really that's the cue that we're listening for. It's not so much about our particular accent, because there are many regional and country accents ranging from anywhere from the USA to the UK to Australia and all the cities in between. So it's not an accent question, this is more a question of what's the normal rhythm of speech that we use when we're speaking in English. So let's have a go at this, and we'll compare notes in a moment when we've finished. Yeah? Medellin, avant-garde in urban planning and architecture. Medellin, the second largest city in Colombia, has undergone a remarkable transformation in recent decades. It has become a model of urban and architectural innovation worldwide. This metamorphosis has been driven by a combination of visionary leadership, investment in infrastructure, and a strong will for change among its inhabitants. There was a paradigm shift. The revitalization process began with a comprehensive strategy to address social and economic challenges deeply rooted in the city. One of the most significant milestones was the implementation of the Medellin Metro public transportation program, inaugurated in 1995. This metro network, cable cars and tramways, have connected previously marginalised areas, facilitating mobility and access to opportunities for all social strata. The physical transformation of Medellin stands out for emblematic architectural projects that have redefined its urban landscape. One of the most notable examples is the España Library, part of the city's public libraries program. Designed by architect Giancarlo Mazzanti, this avant-garde structure not only offers library services, but has become an architectural icon symbolising the city's cultural and social renewal. These spaces not only provide reading and knowledge, but also strengthen the social fabric in once marginalised areas. Medellin has excelled in creating innovative public spaces that foster social interaction and community cohesion. The España Library Park is a tangible example of this commitment to urban transformation. Located in the Santo Domingo Savio neighbourhood, once plagued by violence, this space stands as a beacon of hope and progress. It offers recreational areas, reading rooms and cultural activities that have catalysed the area's rebirth. There we are, we'll leave that there. So that's the first sort of 4 paragraphs of this article. I'll leave a link to the article in the description of this video so you can have a look at it if you like. Pero déjame saber en los comentarios, how did you find this reading? Was it difficult? Lots of new words, difficult vocabulary? Don't know. Some of this a bit technical. There are a few terms here that really we would only use if we're discussing something like architecture or urban planning. But I think the story itself is fairly, not too complicated anyway. And hopefully this was a good example where you could practice it for shadowing, so that even if you weren't sure on the meaning of every word, you could follow along with me, and hopefully that's going to help you practice and get more confident in how you sound and your ability to reproduce the same type of rhythm and emphasis of speech that we native speakers generally would use. So there we go, something else to try. Hope you find this one useful. Déjame saber, como siempre, en los comentarios. But for now, from Medellin, so cheerio.